Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Third time's a charm. One of these days, I'm going to remember to unmute my microphone. During that countdown, I always keep it muted so that whatever I got going on isn't being, blasted out to the public. And then 3 times in a row now, I have totally forgot to turn on the microphone. So I want to welcome everybody here on the YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be going over some exciting microcap gems. And, like it says in the description, we got Jerome Powell here in the United States. I'm going to be sharing some information with us about the economy. There's a good chance that if it's positive information, it's going to help the markets jump. If it's negative information, we might see a temporary dump. But folks, here on the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel, we don't care, because we're looking for financial freedom, financial independence over the next 6, 12, 18 months. And what happens today doesn't matter in the long term, as long as you don't let it scare you out of the markets altogether. So with that, folks, I also want to welcome everybody here on the ChinGari app. Thank you so much for being here. Yush, I appreciate you being here, and I hope that everything is good. Those of you that are on the ChinGari app, can you hear me okay? Is the sound quality working? Awesome. Great. Glad to have you all here. Trying something new here, live streaming on a couple of different platforms. So those of you that are on YouTube, if I look this way, it's because I'm talking to the folks here on ChinGari, and vice versa. So don't anybody feel like I'm ignoring you. Deadwood, good morning. Real quick, I want to give Deadwood a shout out, because I believe that Deadwood brought a couple of tokens our way last week. And one of them was a token called CSwap that I didn't end up getting a chance to go over. And I was taking a look at it this morning, and it looks like it's up about 350% in the last week. So real quick, I do want to run over and take a quick look at this chain swap token for you, Deadwood. Those of you that are here watching the stream and you want me to go over a token, just throw me a super chat. I've got a lot of people and I've got a lot of tokens to go over. So it's not that I'm being greedy. I'm just trying to get a little bit of, I want serious people that got serious tokens. And if you're willing to pay, $5, $10 to have me look at a token, then I know that it's something that you're really excited about. So throw in those super chats if you want me to go over a token. Deadwood threw me a super chat last week. And so right now, let's go check out CSwap for you, Deadwood. Get over here to CoinGecko. So for those of you that are on the ChinGari app, you can't see my computer screen. You can't see CoinGecko, but I wanted to let you know that you can always check me out on the YouTube channel, Real Infinite Crypto. You can go right to the YouTube channel. You can see everything, live. You can see all the charts. You can see everything I'm going over. But for those of you that want to follow at home, pull up your computers and go to CoinGecko.com and see if you can pull up the token CSwap. And so I'm excited to have you all here. Right. And yeah, I'm not sharing it. Oh, we're going to have to share the screen then. Oh, let's see. Thank you. That's why I got my son here. So I did everything except for actually share the screen to where you guys can see it. Got to add that to stage. There we go. So there's CSwap, folks. And CSwap here is sitting at around 21 cents. It's up 60% just on today. It made me a little sad, I'm not going to lie, because last week there was so much going on and I didn't get a chance to get to it. Folks, you can see here its fully diluted market value is about 211 million. But man, when Deadwood brought this to us a week ago, it was a lot lower. We're sitting at 357% for the last week. Oh, makes me cry, folks. But that gives me a lot of hope for its future. So those of you on the ChinGari app, I appreciate you. Feel free to ask questions, and I'm going to do a much better job this time around of hopefully being able to interact with you guys and answer any questions that you might have. If you're out there on this ChinGari app and you're excited about cryptocurrency and you're excited about creating freedom in your life, whether it's here on YouTube or here in the ChinGari app, please throw 1 in the chat for me if you're excited about financial freedom and believe that cryptocurrency is a way that you can get it. Folks, you guys know I'm excited about this market. I'm excited about the opportunity, and I'm excited about this community, folks. Look at this. This was brought to us by a gentleman that's in the community. I've got some great tokens that I want to share with you today too. But man, thank you so much for bringing Chain Swap to us, folks. So I'm going to let you guys do a little bit more research on it yourself. You know, up 357% in the last 7 days, almost 1,400% in the last 2 weeks. Tells me that they've got something going on. They're doing something right. We don't have time, you know, to do a big deep dive and see exactly why it's going up so quickly, folks. But it looks like it could be an amazing, amazing project. And you know, just be careful. If you're going to grab some of this token, I would maybe dollar cost average your way in a little bit and be prepared for it to take a, to maybe retrace. It's not normal for these tokens to just go up, 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 up forever. So I would be cautious, cautiously optimistic. And, real quick, just to, give you a little bit more of an idea here, I do want to, go over, a little bit more than I have here. So let me click on their website. I think we did this last week, but let's click on their website and get over here to the Chain Swap website. So DeFi limits embrace anonymity, Chain Swap, where privacy meets secure cross-chain swaps. Okay, folks, so you can see here, that you're able to, it's got the Optimism, the Polymatic, the Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum, Avalanche. So it looks like you can use this app here, Base, to, do cross-chain swaps, which can be pretty amazing. The other day, I did a video on a token that was on the Base network, and it was a lot of work to get my funds onto the Base network and actually be able to buy this token. So this is something that I am definitely going to take a closer look at, because if I could have bought the token on the Base network that I wanted by using funds that were on the Binance Smart Chain or the Ethereum network, that would definitely be amazing. So integrating Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol. Okay. So that, like I said, folks, there's so much going on in crypto, guys. It's unbelievable. Like, I didn't even realize that ChainSwap was part of the Chainlink team. So, those of you that are here on, ChinGari and YouTube, I don't know if you guys knew it, but there's so much going on. I didn't even realize that ChainSwap was backdoor part of Chainlink. Chainlink is one of my absolute most favorite tokens that I am super excited about in this bull run. I mean, Chainlink is sitting at around a $20 bill, I believe. And I think that it's got the opportunity to be a $100, $200, $500, $1,000 token and more over the years. How much is it going to get to during this bull run that we're experiencing right now? That's hard to say, but I think it was up over $50 during its last bull run, and I think it could double or triple or quadruple that during this bull run. So I would say that there's a very high likelihood that Chainlink's going to be at a $100, $150, $200 token during this bull run. And if it's back in this Chain Swap token, I'm going to have to take a much, much closer look at this, folks, as I recommend you do. So thank you again, Deadwood, for bringing this to my attention. What do we got here? Any questions on the ChinGari app? I see lots of gifts coming in. I appreciate you guys showering me with all of the love. Does anybody have any questions or anything that I can answer for you while we're here, talking about this before I go into the next token? All right. So far, I am not seeing any questions. I just seeing gifts, and I love it. Thank you for the gifts. ChinGari is kicking butt with the gifts and with the super chats today, and they haven't even asked me to go over a token yet. So the next token that I want to share with you folks is something that I have talked about a bunch of times, but I think right now is a real good time to go over the Gains token again. It's up 20% today, and folks, that is no accident. The Gains pad is fully launched. It just announced its second project that is hitting the Gains pad. And part of the reason that I want to bring this up is because I think it's a microcap gem. So CSwap that we just looked at was over $220 million market cap, which is not necessarily a microcap, but I still think it's low enough to where there's incredible potential for it. But this is a true microcap. We're talking about a $16 million market cap with the Gains token. So those of you that are on ChinGari, Gains is a venture capitalist firm that brings cryptocurrency investors private sales, and then also is a launch pad where you can buy the token right before it goes public. So $16 million market cap, folks. It's got a 30-cent price tag. If you scroll down a little bit here, it's available on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. So I love the fact that you can get it. It's on Binance Smart Chain. It also recently got listed on MEXC Global. So yeah, as you know, that's one of my favorite exchanges. You can now buy this on MEXC Global. Now, the last time I checked, MEXC Global would only allow you to send it to your MetaMask wallet on the Ethereum network. So what I prefer to do is send like USDT or USDC from Coinbase over to MEXC Global. Then I can send that to my MetaMask wallet on the Binance Smart Chain and then buy this token through PancakeSwap. You can see here they've got PancakeSwap. So you can buy it on the Binance Smart Chain network, save yourself a bunch of fees. And then that way, when you're staking it and everything that you're doing with the Gains token, I prefer to have it on the Binance Smart Chain. But as I mentioned here, its all-time high, folks, was $1.86. So that's what, about a 6x to get just back to its all-time high. But I believe this token, if you look at Seedify and the Binance Launchpad, and some of these other launch pads, like Solidus has a launch pad, and we've talked about the Solidus token. It's up worth over 150 million or $300 million market cap for Solidus. You've got the ChinGPT launch pad that has been doing absolutely amazing. And so, folks, these launch pads are getting ready to explode as the bull market really commences. When we get another run up in Bitcoin and these things go, Bitcoin goes up to 100,000 plus, and these guys launch a couple of tokens off of their launch pads that 100x people's investments, you're going to see an explosion in the price of this token. So I think that this is probably a $10, $15, $20 token towards the peak of this bull market. But in the meantime, by owning this token, you can get in on their launch pad. So let me run over here and show you the launch pad that I am getting ready to jump into.
Don't forget to switch over.
What?
Don't forget to switch over.
I did, right?
No, you don't. Remember, you have to go back in.
I shouldn't know. Once I do that, it's there.
Oh, okay.
All right, folks. So this is the project that Gains is bringing to the app. So those of you that are in ChinGari, you can't see this, but I'm showing the Gains Launchpad website, and they are bringing a new token to us called NewLink. So NewLink, if you look at it here, NewLink believes the owners of sensitive data should be the ones controlling access to it, regardless of where it is stored. Whether it is your health records or NFTs, NewLink enables you to encrypt data and easily share access to it. And so we go down through here. It shows, the use cases for it. It shows the tokenomics. So with this one, we're going to get 10% at launch, and then the vesting is over 12 months. So I believe if you take 90 divided by 12, it's, I don't know, somewhere around 7.5% a month or something like that. But we're going to get 10% of it at launch. So if this thing 10X is at launch, we're going to get 100% of our money back. And these vesting terms are not necessarily the most favorable. One of the things that I love about Launchpad tokens is a lot of times you get a higher percentage at launch, and then you get your tokens back to you slightly quicker than a year. So a lot of times it's 25% at launch, and then 25% a month for 3 months, or 25% at launch, and then, you know, the next batch of tokens over the next, 3, 6, 9 months. So this is on the worst side of vesting, if you will. So it's not my favorite vesting schedule, but a lot of times the top tier tokens, the best tokens, the ones that are going to be the biggest gainers, a lot of times they have a little bit slower vesting, which gives you a little bit less buy pressure and a little bit less sell pressure. I should say gives you less sell pressure. And these top tier tokens, a lot of times, they don't want the private sale investors just dumping at launch. And so, but this is another reason why I am excited about gains. And then I just want to put it out there to you folks again that are watching here, live, that I am doing a pooling group. So right now we are in the 25,000 token tier, and we're looking to get up to the 50,000 token tier. The 50K tier is the #1 tier in the Gain Launchpad. You can do the math. 50,000 tokens at 30 cents a piece is a $15,000 bill that you would have to invest in order to be able to get in on an IDO like this. 25,000 is the tier that we're in. We're also guaranteed an allocation in that tier. All of the lower tiers are lottery based, so you may or may not get an allocation if you're in the lottery, where with us, you're guaranteed to have an opportunity to invest in every single project that Gains is bringing us. So if you have any interest at all in being a part of the pooling group, I still am fighting a little bit with how many tokens somebody has to put up, but I'm open to conversation. So if you've got, enough money to buy, say, 1,000 tokens, which is around $300, if you can get 1,000 tokens, 2,000 tokens, 5,000 tokens together, and you want to be a part of this pool, we'll make it happen. So the way that would work, folks, is let's just say for easy math, you've got 5,000 tokens together. You got 1,500 laying around, but you don't have 15,000. So you get 5,000 tokens. You send them to me. I stake them on the website. Let me see if I could pull that up for you guys here real fast. If I go here to the Gains pad, and then if I click on, let me go over here to my account, go to staking. So you can see here, folks, that I've got 25,000 gains staked. All 25,000 of those are not mine. I've got a good friend named Eric that's in on this pool. My cousin Steve is in on this pool. Another good friend that lives out in Virginia, a gentleman named David, that's in on this pool, and several of us that pooled our tokens together to get into this 25K tier. So what you would do is you would send your 5,000 tokens. We'd get them in the pool. We get up to 50,000 tokens. That's 5,000 is 10% of 50,000. So now every time an allocation, an IDO comes through, you would have the ability to invest up to 10% of that amount. So let's just say, for argument's sake, at the 50,000 tier, we got a $3,000 allocation of New Link. 10% of that is $300. So you would send me $300 in USDT or USDC. I would collect the funds from the other people in the pool plus my own, and I would send the whole $3,000 forward, and we would then be in this launch for $3,000. When the tokens come, you would get 10% of your tokens. So whatever, let's say, the tokens were $1. So your $300 got you 300 tokens. When it launched, I would be getting 3,000 tokens delivered to my wallet, and I would send you 300, and I send my friend Eric 600, and my cousin, and so on and so forth. So if you're interested in getting in on this Gains pad, but you just don't have 7,500 or 15,000 that you have laying around that you want to buy tokens with, let me know. You can mention it in the chat. We'll figure out a way to connect. You can jump into our Discord group and connect with me there. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get in touch with me if this is something that you are excited about. But I would recommend, even if you're not excited about the pool and you don't want to jump in and be able to invest, I would seriously consider just grabbing some tokens that you can use, you know, for capital gains, because I think this thing's got a long ways to run. I'm still looking over here at the ChinGari app too. Thank you so much. I see the gifts and everything is you know, coming in fast and furious. If anybody has any questions over here in the ChinGari app, please let me know. I want to, you know, once again, just give a big shout out. For those of you that don't know what ChinGari is, it is a social media app. In fact, let me pull it up here real quick on CoinGecko so that you can take a peek. I bought this token and did a video about it on Saturday. So just about, you know, 4 or 5 days ago, we put out a video on the ChinGari platform and on the token. So you can see here the token is a little over 3 cents. It's got a market cap of about $15 million. But where I really got excited about this, and I don't want to get this wrong, I believe it was Who's Crypto that brought this. What's that? Why Crypto that brought this to us last week, and I appreciate him bringing it. So it's another token that somebody shared with us here on this live stream, is another one that was shared to us by a member, that the more I looked at it, the more excited that I got about this. Let me pull up the ChinGari website and show you why I like it. So it's the world's largest Web3 audio and video live streaming platform. So we've got over 200 million downloads, 125,000 plus daily users. I wish if you were on the app, you could see I've got like about 150 people on the ChinGari app watching this live stream right now. We're here on YouTube. I think we've got maybe 20, 25. So, and this is only my second live stream on the ChinGari app. So I'm excited about, you know, being an ambassador and promoting and being a part of this ChinGari app. So we did put a link in the description of this video. If you want to go download this, you can download it, through the Google Play Store. If you've got an Android, you can download it on the Apple Play Store. If you've got an iPhone, and check it out. But this is a token that I think, has potentially a long ways to run. You can see it's on some great exchanges here. It's on KuCoin. I bought it on MEXC Global because I've got a bunch of funds on there. So you can join their Discord, you can join their Telegram group, and, empowering content creators worldwide with blockchain. So I really love, the fact that this is not only for just yourselves if you want to use it, but if you like to create content, if you want to do some live streaming or creating content yourself, you can go on there, and there's a lot of ways that you get rewarded by being a content creator on this platform. So as I mentioned in the video on Saturday, I love YouTube, but I don't like being held hostage by YouTube. I want to have several platforms where people are consuming my content, so that if for some reason I wake up tomorrow and YouTube's got my account suspended, or, worse yet, they delete my account or whatever, I've got other places where people are learning about me and consuming my content. So, just a little bit of an idea there for you why I am excited about this ChinGari project. And once again, we'll go back over here to CoinGecko. Anytime you see a token with a $15 million market cap, it's an exciting place to be. So for those of you that are on, ChinGari right now, you guys are in the right place at the right time. I definitely recommend all of you watching me, go live and do some stuff on the ChinGari app. Start earning some of those gifts that you guys are showering me with. Man, I really love this project, and I appreciate each and every one of you, for being there. So let me ask, hey, Joshua, do we got any super chats that I need to go to? Come on, guys. Don't be cheap on me today. Let's get some super chats rolling. Who's got a token that they want me to take a peek at? Got to be somebody on here that's got something that they're excited about, that they would like to see what I think and where it's going. You know, for those of you that don't know, the two people that recommended Gari and then recommended GPT Plus is another token that was recommended to me last Wednesday. I bought both of those tokens, and I've got them in my $100 portfolio where I'm buying 10 tokens, $100 in each token, and a total of $1,000. And so those were the first two tokens. So, you know, I put my money where my mouth is, folks. If you bring me a token and you like it, not only did I invest in it, but I also did a video on those two tokens. So if you want a token that you love to get some attention, throw it in here. Give me a super chat, because if I like it, if I buy it, there's a very high likelihood if I'm buying it, I'm going to be doing a video about it. So you're going to get free advertisement. You're going to get promotion for the tokens that you like here too. Let's go into the chat here real quick. It seems like we got Deadwood talking. Mexi has a KYC hitting in June. That's very possible with the stuff that, you know, happened with KuCoin. That's very possible. If that's the case, I'll figure it out. I do happen to have a couple of business partners and a couple of people that have passports that have not residency. They have I can't even think of the word for it, but they basically have you know, they're United States citizens and they have citizenship in another country. So I'll get it figured out. Once the old VPN quits working, I will make it work. Hey, Vinesh, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for being here. We got Seth Reynolds here in the house. Hey, Seth, how you doing, buddy? Man, what? Hey, we just got a super chat. I'll be awesome. Thank you guys very much. Let me run over there. Seth, I wanted to say hello. Appreciate your support. And I am excited, Seth, for those of you that got in on the MetaMovers private sale. They've had some incredible announcements. It's going to be going live here. For those of you in ChinGari that have never heard of MetaMovers, it is a Zillow of the metaverse. So here in America, we've got these real estate websites where you can go look at real world real estate to try to determine the value of it. Well, MetaMovers is the Zillow of the metaverse real estate. We've been waiting on this sucker to launch for a long time, and it looks like it's going to happen towards the end of this month. So for those of you that got in on MetaMovers, congratulations. And thank you, Eric. Eric says the ChinGari app is cool. I've been checking it out since last Wednesday. So Eric, thank you very much for that. And what do we got going on here? Eric with the first super chat, GT Protocol. All right, buddy, let's go take a peek at it. GT Protocol. There we are, GT Protocol. So GTIA, I'm pretty sure that's the right one, Eric. If for some reason it ain't, let us know in the chat, but I think this is the right one. So real quick, folks, for those of you on the ChinGari app and for those of you here on the YouTube, I want to go back over a little bit of my process with this token and kind of give you an idea of what I look at when I am evaluating a token and seeing if it's something that I want to bring to my community, if it's something that I want to invest in personally. For the most part, just about every single token that I bring to you guys, I own. And it's not because I'm trying to pump my bags either. You know, you have some influencers out there potentially with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and maybe they, you know, buy a token and then they try to shill it to their community so that they can, you know, take advantage of a pump. You know, some of those guys, they talk about a token and it goes up 10 or 20%. And a lot of them are probably taking some profits. So, but you know that that's not me. We've got 4,000 subs here, on its way to 100,000. So by the way, if you haven't subbed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button, man. It means the world to us. But I own these tokens, and the reason that I bring them to you is because I believe in them. To me, it's disingenuous to bring a token to you and tell you that I love it and that I think it would be a good investment if I don't own it myself. So anyways, folks, let's go over here and check this out. So the first thing that I look at is the market cap. We've got ourselves a $27 million market cap. For those of you that are on ChinGari, hopefully you can kind of see this a little bit. I want to kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking at here. We're on CoinGecko.com, and we are looking at the chat or the website of CoinGecko, and we're going over a token called GT Protocol, sitting on about a $27 million market cap. So for those of you that are involved in crypto, you know that is nothing. It's got a fully diluted value market cap. That's the second thing that I take a peek at, of 240 million though. So what that means, folks, is that only about 10% of this token circulating supply is circulating. So 10% of it is out to the public, and about 90% of it still has to be distributed. So that's not necessarily something that would scare me away from it, but I would want to go look at its website and see if I could figure out how those tokens are being distributed. Let's take a quick peek down here at its all-time high and its all-time low. So yeah, you can see here, its all-time high was $5.46 about 24 days ago. Its all-time low was January 27th of 2024, so about 3-4 months ago. What that leads me to believe, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, is that this token probably launched in January or pretty close to it. And so there's a vesting schedule for the people that got into this in the private sale. There's probably a vesting schedule. So I would want to find out what that vesting schedule is and how often the remaining 90% of this token is being distributed, because if it's coming out quickly, it could affect the price. If it's got a long vesting schedule, it's coming out over the next year, 2, 3 years, it wouldn't be very worrisome at all. So Eric, I don't know if you have any of that information, but if you have any idea like what the vesting schedule is, feel free to throw it in the chat. Let's take a peek at it here. You can see, compared to the rest of the market, which has been relatively green for, if you look at 30 days back, it has had a pretty good retracement. So in a token like this that is launched, I like to see a little retracement, because as you can see here, probably a lot of people FOMO'd in here at this $5.46. And right now they're 41% underwater. Folks, that's not the end of the world if you were somebody that did that. If this is a good project and a good token with a $27 million market cap, it's going to go rocketing back up past this all-time high. It's just a matter of it developing, gaining some traction. If you really believe in this token, it may be a decent time to dollar cost average in. I like, getting a discount. So being able to buy this token, 41% lower than its all-time high might be a good time to, maybe do a quick little dollar cost average. You can see here, it's not up crazy from its all-time low. It's only up 154%. So I also like that. A lot of these tokens these days that have had big run-ups in the last 30 days, they're up 10,000% or, like a 10 or 20 or 30x. And that always makes me slightly nervous too. If you get a token that's just recently gone from a penny to, 30 cents, it's done a 30x, you got to be a little nervous that it might come back down, to earth. So Solidus is a good example of that. Solidus is a token we've talked about a few times here, and it recently ran all the way up to about 50 cents. And now, right now, it's all the way back down to around 26 cents. And I believe over the last week or so that it went and dipped down somewhere in the 25 or 26 cent range, maybe even slightly lower, but it came down about 50% after having a massive run up from, just a couple of months ago. I want to say it was all the way down at, less than 10 cents, 5 cents a penny, somewhere in that ballpark. And it made a massive run up to 50 cents. And now it's come a little bit back down to earth. So, let's go take a peek at the social media. So the next thing that I want to know when I'm looking at a token like this is what kind of community does it have? So let's go take a quick peek at their Twitter channel here. make sure that I share that channel. So we got the GT Protocol Twitter. The @ for that, if anybody here on ChinGari wants to take a look at this token's Twitter, it's at GT_protocol. GT_protocol is how you would find this token on Twitter. And you would then see what we're seeing here. Holy smokes, look at this, 596,000 followers. Now, folks, you can pay for followers on Twitter, but at the same time, it ain't easy to get 596,000 people on Twitter, even if you're trying to pay for some of them. One of the things that you can do if you're a little nervous about that number and you want to know how legit it is scroll down and check out some of their posts. You know, look at, you can't really pay for engagement. I mean, I guess you can, but most people aren't. But look at this, 7.8 thousand retweets on this tweet, 11,000 likes. That's some serious numbers here. Now, if we go down a little bit lower, this one's only got 371 likes, 277 retweets. But maybe that wasn't as exciting news. This one's got 864 likes, 182 retweets, and so on and so forth. So the engagement on 600,000 people looks slightly low, but overall, it's still pretty good engagement. You look at a lot of these tokens, people will go follow the token and then, they lose interest. They get excited about other tokens. So I like the fact that their Twitter looks like it is active and got some stuff going in on it. Let's take a peek at this. It looks like this one has a Telegram channel. I don't believe you guys are going to be able to see the Telegram channel when I pull it up on my computer, but I'll just give you an idea. Holy smokes, they got 938,000 subscribers on their GT Protocol announcement channel. So that's pretty exciting, pretty interesting. I would love to see, Eric, I don't know if do they have a chat group for GT Protocol? I would love if you could shoot me the link in Telegram, Eric, if you have their chat group link, I would love to go be a part of this group and let them know that we were talking about them on the YouTube channel and, potentially look at, this is a token where I could definitely see myself, buying some of this token and potentially doing a video on this token. Those of you over here in the ChinGari, man, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Gift after gift after gift after gift. I still don't see any questions though. If any of you here on, ChinGari have any questions for me, let me see. What do we got here? Tell me on Bitcoin, please, on Bitcoin. Okay, real quick, we got a request to take a quick look at Bitcoin. So let's run over and take a quick look at Bitcoin as soon as we're done here with GTA. So let me switch back over here to my CoinGecko screen and take a look at where you can buy this sucker. So, you can buy it on KuCoin, you can buy it on MEXC. So once again, I love my MEXC. Depending on what they do here in June, and if they try to get rid of me, maybe that'll change. And then that'll open the door for some other exchange to come into the market and slurp up a bunch of market share. But, it's definitely easy to buy. You can get it in a lot of different places. If we go over here to its contract address, we can see that it's on the Binance Smart Chain. So you could probably get it on PancakeSwap. But I love the fact that it's on the Binance Smart Chain, so you can be buying it with low fees. So, man, overall, Eric, I give this sucker, an A+. I would definitely like to take a closer look at it. And this is for sure a token that you might be seeing me pick up and put into my portfolio in the very near future. Awesome. So thank you very much for that, for Eric. Yeah, dual citizenship. That was the word I was looking for, Deadwood. Thank you. Thank you. Mike, what do we got going on here? Thank you, Mike, for being here. ORNJ is a good looking Bitcoin token. Cool. Seth, we should catch up soon. I am psyched. Yeah, absolutely, man. We got a lot of amazing things going on. So once again, thank you so much for bringing that to me. You got somebody, Arby Pad, tremendous 2K, throw us a super chat and we'll be happy to check out Arby Pad. Right now, we're going to go take a quick look at Bitcoin, because we got a gift here in the ChinGari app. So for those of you on the ChinGari app and in, my YouTube here, I don't talk about Bitcoin a ton because although I love Bitcoin, I don't feel like it's an asset that people that are starting off from just a little bit of money can really create massive wealth in their life. So the markets fluctuate very much with Bitcoin, so I keep a very close eye on it. Like, I can go down here today and see Bitcoin is up a little bit for the last 24 hours, and I can pretty much tell you that if I were to look at my portfolio would probably be hanging out right about where it was yesterday. Not a whole lot of pump, not a whole lot of dump. If I was to pull this up, and, like a couple of days ago when Bitcoin dropped 5-6% in one day, I didn't even have to open my portfolio to know that my portfolio was probably down 10% for that day, and vice versa. If all of a sudden Bitcoin goes running back up into the 70,000s, it's probably going to be a good sign that most of my altcoins are going to be up a little bit. But as I mentioned earlier, and I'll reiterate this for you in the ChinGari app, this is a long-term game. So these tokens that we're talking about, even though they're microcap gems, we're looking to buy these tokens and hold them while Bitcoin, halves here in a few days and then starts heading up towards 100,000, 125,000, 150,000, 200,000. That's when you're going to make the incredible money on these altcoins. So with some of these microcap gems, I do recommend jumping in and out a little bit. Like I never give anybody a hard time about taking profits. I love, one of my mentors, I don't remember exactly who it was, but I love this saying, you don't ever go broke taking profits. So like with this $1,000 to $100,000 challenge that I'm doing with these 10 tokens that I put the $100 into, if these things double or triple, I'm probably pulling out my $100 and then going to free roll on the rest of those tokens. So if I bought 100 tokens at $1, it goes to $3. I'm selling, whatever, like 50 of those tokens, taking 150 out, which gives me a 50 token free roll. And then I've also got $150 that I can invest in the 11th token and the 12th token. And eventually I believe that $100 portfolio, or the, $1,000 that I initially start with, is going to end up with 20 or 30 tokens in it, all from that original $1,000. So, if you want my opinion on Bitcoin, you cannot go wrong buying Bitcoin. Could it temporarily dip? Absolutely. Could it be back up over 70,000 and heading for all-time highs? Absolutely. I would be keeping an eye on the Jerome Powell conference. I don't have that link. I haven't really looked it up. If you're really crazy, really want to know what Bitcoin is going to do in the short term, there's a very real possibility that whatever he has to say today about the economy could fluctuate the markets one way or the other in the short term. I would recommend those of you on the ChinGari app, if you want to trade in and out of Bitcoin and you want to know what the short-term moves are, same thing for those of you on my YouTube channel. My favorite trader is Crypto Lifer, Sam Price. I listened to him for about 45 minutes this morning while I was doing my first workout of the day, so that I would have an idea of what was going on in the market, so that we could, so I could talk intelligently about this. But the thing, that I want to mention to you, I don't remember the exact person that asked the question because the chat has moved so much, but I want to remind you that asked the question about Bitcoin, that there's always two scenarios. So say Bitcoin is trading at, like right now it's trading at 66,355. if you ask me, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? My answer is going to be yes. And it's always yes. The trouble is nobody knows for sure which direction it's going to go. But what people like Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, does is he's able to look at the charts and give you a probability. And then it can also give you the important key prices that are support and resistance. So he might say, hey, Bitcoin is at 66,355. If it breaks to the downside and gets below 65,274, then we're probably going to dump down to 62,000. And when he says probably, that's probably like, say, 65 to 70% of the time, probability wise. So you still, even when you're doing the best analysis that you can do, you're still only going to get it right a lot of times, about 70% of the time, maybe a little bit higher in some cases. But folks, you can make a lot of money if you know which direction it's going to go 70% of the time. But my point is, nobody knows. He doesn't know for sure either. He'll also tell you, hey, we're at 66, 356. And if Bitcoin runs up and gets above 67,842, then there's a good chance that it's going to shoot all the way back up to 72,000. That's where the resistance is. And at 72,000, if it gets rejected and it comes back down, then we got to look at that scenario again. If it breaks through the 72,000 on the daily candle and blah, 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 all of a sudden we've got a high likelihood that it's going to run all the way back up, to $77,000, $78,000. So while I am not a Bitcoin professional when it comes to, whether it's going up or going down, I will tell you that Bitcoin is going to be worth more than $66,000 a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And that all of us, including me, probably should be taking a little bit of our allocation. I was, just talking to my son about this the other day, that, telling him, hey, if you got $100 to invest in crypto, you should throw $10 of it into Bitcoin and $10 of it into Ethereum. And then if you want to kind of gamble with, the rest, fair enough. But I don't follow my own advice anywhere near as well as I should. Bitcoin and Ethereum do not hold huge places in my portfolio. And I believe that I should have a bigger allocation for those. So hopefully that kind of answered your question. I appreciate you asking it. And once again, just thank you all very much. On YouTube here, you can't see these ChinGari guys, but they're throwing gifts and doing stuff for me, nonstop, and I appreciate them very much. Let's go back over here to the StreamYard and go back over Deadwood here. Thank you so much for the super chat. ICS swap of ICP just started and has Launchpad. Very, very interesting. Let's go take a peek at IC Swap, folks. I just bought some ICP the other day. This token, let's run over here to CoinGecko and just pull up ICP to start with. So for those of you that have not heard of ICP, it's called Internet Computer. And there are a lot of people that believe this is going to be an absolutely massive token. It's already number 19 on the market cap. So it's already a top tier token, nowhere near a microcap gem with an $8 billion market cap. But there's a lot of people saying that ICP could be a top 3 token towards the end of this bull run. And if you look at its history here, over the last 30 days, it's gone up 38%, but compared to a ton of tokens, it has not had the super massive moves that a lot of tokens have had. And a lot of people believe that this still has a long way to run. I jumped into it about a week ago. I got in at about $15, so I'm up a little bit. It did peak all the way up here, as you can see, at almost $20 a few days ago. But ICP is an amazing token, and so that gets me excited about checking out this ICS. And I'm going to assume that since it's brand new, So I don't see it there. Am I typing it in right, Deadwood? ICS. Let me go back here and see exactly what you called it. So it's ICS swap. Let's see. Oh, ICPS. Let's see if that's the ticker.
Yeah, it's ICP swap.
ICP swap. There we go. Number 732. Okay, wow. This is so brand new that it doesn't even have a market cap yet. So, I mean, folks, there's no way for me to give a real great analysis of this token. But knowing what I know about, ICP, the ICP token, anything like this that is going to be, it looks like it's a decentralized exchange. So it's going to be a DEX on ICP swap. He mentioned that it's going to have a launch pad. Let's see. I wonder if we can find a website for this. Let me Google ICP swap in my Google here and see if I can, find the website for it so that we could take a closer look. There we go. This looks like the right website.
It's 3 days old, he said.
Yeah, 3 days old. Unbelievable. Great, man. I love this. I love this channel. I love you guys. I'm supposed to be bringing the heat for you guys, and yet it seems like you guys keep just knocking it out of the park. So hopefully, if I did that right, we should be looking at the ICP swap. Yep, we are. Let me get rid of this so that people can see the screen better. And let's take a closer look at this. The hub of future decentralized finance. So it's just, 3 days old. Let's see what the tokenomics are. So ICC swap is an ecological token with a total issuance of 1 billion tokens. Trying to see here if it talks about how you could buy it or how it was given out. Do you know, Deadwood, did it have a private sale? Was it a fair launch? Any idea how the tokens were actually being distributed? And then how do we buy it, Deadwood? Like when I look at here on CoinGecko, it just pulls up like if you want to start trading on it. Is that the only place you can buy it? Can you only buy it right now basically on its own swap? Is that how you buy it? This one definitely is going to need, a little bit closer look at. For those of you in the ChinGari app, ICP swap is what we're looking at. It's a brand new token. Deadwood tells us that it's only been out for about 3 days. What else do you know about it, Deadwood? Let me see here. I tagged you on X. Okay. It's 2 or 3 days old. Airdrop incoming. 350K in trades a day, barely on CoinGecko. I'm swapping a few ICP into ICS later today, thinking if it does what C-Swap did, I'll have a smile. Yeah, absolutely. So right now my ICP is on CoinGecko. So it sounds like what you're telling me, Deadwood, is that I should probably go get is the ICP network. Can I put that onto MetaMask? Let me go over here to chainlist.org here real quick. For those of you that are interested in this is how I get new networks onto my MetaMask. So you can see here at chainlist.org that you can do, the Ethereum, Arbitrum. You can do just about any network. Like this is how I added Base to my MetaMask and so on and so forth. So let me see if ICP is a thing on here. IC Plaza mainnet. I've never heard of that. Let me try internet. Got to type it in right, Brad. Internet. Computer. It does. Oh, come on. I swear my vowels are not working today. When I was doing the description earlier today, I kept up. So internet, there it goes again. Internet computer. I'm not seeing anything here on Chainlist. So Deadwood, how do we get these tokens over to someplace where we can use C-swap or ICP swap? Let me see here. So I linked you to X on it. Okay, I will go check it out here. Swap ICP for it via the app. Okay, so we got to go download an ICP app and then go to that. So do you know, Deadwood, can you actually do this like on the Chrome, Chrome Play Store, the way that you add it to your Chrome browser on MetaMask, and like how I've got my Phantom wallet on, my Chrome browser? Is this something that you can add like that through the Google Play Store? Or is it just like a mobile app that I have to do on my phone? Anyways, folks, let's put this on our to-do list and let's get a closer look at this ICP swap. 3 days old, and like I was saying, the ICP token is an $8 billion token and going to grow very, very quickly. So if this becomes the #1 DEX, if this becomes a launch pad for new projects launching on the ICP network, this thing could be an absolute rocket ship. Until we know a little bit more about the tokenomics and what kind of valuation it launches to. I mean, there's a big difference between a token like this that launches to a few $100,000 or even $1 million or $2 market cap versus this thing could launch and be $100 million or more market cap right basically from the get-go. So that's something that I would want to take a look at. Obviously, if it launches to $100 billion or several $100 billion market cap, I'm going to have to take a closer look at it before I just go aping into it. And if I look at this thing and it launches to a 1 million, a 500,000, even a 5, 10, $15 million market cap, is something that I'm probably going to go, pretty hard on, and definitely at least, take a flyer on this sucker. So real quick here, let me come over. I've been in this mode for a long time. I want to come back over here and look at you guys in the eyes. There I am. So let me see here. Any reason gains did almost 30% today. Yeah, Seth, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Gains announced a project called New Link. And so we're getting in, those of us that are in the pooling group for the gains pad, we're going to be getting in on the New Link IDO later on today. And so, that's something, Seth, that we've never actually talked about, but, Gains has a launch pad now, and you can get into it all on your own. If you want to buy $7,500 worth or $15,000 worth of the tokens, you can get in on the Gains pad and basically be guaranteed an allocation in every single token or every single project that they launch on their launch pad. What I've done is a lot of folks here that are part of the community don't have that kind of money laying around to be able to buy, $15,000 worth of tokens. So a group of us have went out and bought tokens, 1,000 here, 5,000 there, and we've pulled them together and gotten into the 25K launchpad tier of the Gains pad. We're on our way to 50,000. I've got a couple more people that are getting 5,000 tokens together, which is about a $1,500 bill. And then they're going to have, say, 10% of every single IDO that comes out on Gains pad. They're going to have the ability to invest up to 10% of whatever the total allocation is. So if the allocation for New Link is, say, $3,000, and we're in the 50K token tier, then, and you had 5,000 tokens, then you would be able to invest 10% of the 3,000. So you'd be able to get $300 or 10% into every new project that Gains is launching on the launchpad. So I think that when we hit some big winners with the Gains pad, when they have a token that launches off their launch pad that does a 50x, 100x. That's one of the reasons that I'm super excited for the Gains token and believe that it's going to be a, a $10, $15, $20 token towards the end of this bull run. Yeah, we definitely need to talk. Now that you're back from Costa Rica, and this guy's out in Costa Rica sending me pictures of this beautiful ocean out there on a sea-doo, and here I am up in the dry desert of Las Vegas. I asked him if he wanted to trade places with me, and he said no. He wasn't even willing to do a little swap. Man. Anyway, Seth, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate all of you being here. Does anybody else have a token that they would like me to take a peek at? Deadwood here. We got we will have to have ICP tokens in an ICP wallet. Don't think MetaMask works. I agree. From what I saw, MetaMask is not going to work. So when I get off of this stream, I will take a look at that. So in the meantime, if nobody has any more super chats, I do want to go over a couple more tokens that I am excited about. So one of them, folks, is also not necessarily what I would call a microcap gem necessarily, but it is very, very much worth taking a peek at here. It's called the Root Network, sitting here at about 9 cents. Its fully diluted market cap is a little over $1 billion. So this is, this is definitely a higher cap token. But the reason that it's on my radar, if we get over here to its Twitter account, is the Root token is part of the Futureverse ecosystem. So the Futureverse is an incredible gaming ecosystem. And as you can see, if you scroll down through here, there's some really cool announcements and some big partnerships and things that are forming here with the Root Network. So once again, do your own research, but these guys are doing some big things. $10 million. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Hey, thanks for good catch. I'm definitely looking forward to having this set up to where I don't have to hit that stupid share screen button every time. So here we go with the Root Network. This is their Twitter here. $10 million Catalyst Futureverse Ecosystem Fund launched by Catalyze _RS. What am I? Oh, that's what I did. I probably shared it, but then I didn't go back to this screen. There we go. Two things I got to do, and I only did one of them. So right here, the Root Network, you can see here, 52,000 followers. This shows just like a little bit of the gameplay, some things that they're doing. But the big, one of the big things here, this announcement here, where it's showing this Catalyze Futureverse Ecosystem Fund launched by Catalyze, is one of the reasons that this token is something that I'm super, super excited about. So I bought myself some of these tokens. I got my editor some of these tokens. I think my son doesn't have any of these yet, and we need to get him some, before this thing, potentially goes nuts. So that's one to put on your radar screen, folks. And then make sure that we're back to CoinGecko here. Looks like we are. Another token that I mentioned last week, but I want to talk about it again because not everybody was here last week, is Token In. This thing had a run up during the peak of Bitcoin all the way up to about 40 cents, folks. And so it's had about a 75% retracement. It's sitting on a $960 million or $960,000 market cap. When I was told about this token, it had a $150,000 market cap. And, just to give you a little bit of insight on why I am excited about it, let's go take a peek at their website. So this is the TIN website, cross-platform MMORPG game. I went and took a look at the NFT portion of the game, and I like it. It looks like you have the opportunity to do some play-in and earn-in with this game. But this thing is kind of, below the radar of most influencers. But I think that this is going to catch some steam, and it's got an amazing chance to do incredible things during this bull market. Now, once again here with a, $900,000 market cap, you got to remember it's risky, but the risk versus reward is absolutely amazing. So those of you on ChinGari, we're talking about, it's called Token In. The ticker for this token is TIN. Once again, appreciate all of the gifts, appreciate everything that you guys are doing over here on the ChinGari app. If you have any other questions, or if you have a token that you would like me to take a look at, please let me know here in the chat. And $960 million market cap, fully diluted value. It's got, a 10 million. So once again, it's only got about 10% of the supply out. So you definitely want to, buy the tokens after there's been, a big retracement like this. Part of the reason for this retracement could be that some of the private sale tokens hit the market and people were taking profits. But I just bought another bag of this. In fact, if I think I can go over here to my MEXC, and this is probably another token that's going to end up in my $100 challenge. I'm not going to use these tokens for that. I'm going to buy a brand new $100 worth, but you can see here, I have about $700 worth of it. I've bought about 7,000 tokens, and I just got into it recently. I was telling you guys that I came across this token. I saw a video where it was 1.5 cents. By the time I got, saw the video, went to buy it, it was up at about 13 cents. And I was scared that I was too late, so I didn't buy any. And then it ran all the way up to 40 cents on me. So then I was really sad. But the one nice thing about crypto is if you're patient, what goes up a lot of times comes back down to earth. It had a huge run from 1.5 cents to 40 cents. So even now at 10 cents, the people that got in it early are still excited. But anyways, this is a token that I definitely own. While we're here, I'll just, UFO Gaming is another microcap gem. I just own a few $100 worth of it. But folks, I kind of practice what I preach. You don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in these microcap gems in order to make incredible money. I was talking on a YouTube video very short period of time ago, the $400 worth of UFO Gaming, $400 or $500 worth, if it goes back up to its previous all-time high, would be worth like $28,000. I did a video here on the deep fake AI token. This is another, microcap gem that I've got a few $100 worth. I've got some root over on my MetaMask too, but this is a little bit of root that I've been playing with. Some of the ICP, like I said, I've been buying. I got some GPT Plus and some Gari tokens that, that I got for part of the $100 bankroll challenge. So, folks, these are some of the projects that I am excited about. And I definitely, look forward to doing this video every single week with you. We're going to be here at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern. Spectra AI. Hey, folks, man, I really appreciate all of you guys coming, but I've got tokens that I'm going to share with the community. And I definitely hope, happy if you got something that you want to, throw a super chat in there for, I will go over it for you. But, I cannot go over every single token. As you've noticed in this chat and in the ChinGari, I've had token, 10 different tokens, and it takes several minutes to go over each token. So I have to give priority to the tokens that I'm excited about and to the tokens that people, are excited enough about to throw, a little super chat in there. So Fernando Barrara, if you'd like me to take a look at the old Spectra AI, shoot a super chat in there and we'll get rolling on it. I'm not trying to be greedy here, folks, by any means. I just realized that as this grows, you have to start with the end in mind. When this has 100, 200, 500 people on it, which is going to happen quickly, there's going to be so many people wanting me to go over so many coins. I have to have a way to filter it out and be able to go over and make priority. So something else that you can do, guys, is you can go get a membership. If you don't want to do a super chat every single week, we've got a membership for $9.99 a month and for $19.99 a month on YouTube right now. It'll get you into our Discord private group. For $9.99 a month, you get a special badge in our Discord. You get to come in here and request a token once a week. So, you know, like Deadwood, you threw me $5 last week, $2 this week. You know, if you just, you know, threw $10 a month at that membership, or $19.99 a month at that membership, you'd be able to come in and request one token every single week. And folks, the other thing that you're going to get with that membership is you're going to get the ability to see my deep dive video of the week. It gets published at about 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoons, 4 p.m. Pacific, Saturday afternoons. We do a deep dive on a token every single week. So this week we actually featured 2 tokens. Last Saturday, we featured the GPT Plus and we featured the ChinGari, the Gari token. And those of you that are in the Discord that have got that $9.99 membership, you actually got access to that video 24 hours before it published on YouTube. So you got an ability to check that video out and go buy those tokens before it actually hit the YouTube channel, which is going to be continued to be more and more valuable as the subscriber base grows. For $19.99 a month, you get everything that I just mentioned. You get special badges on here. You get priority with your chat. You get the shout outs. You get the ability to come on here every single week and ask me to look up a token for you. And then you also get a 1-hour group coaching session with me where we're going to use something like Zoom or maybe the Discord app, but it's going to be on video like this, where you're going to be on a screen and you're going to be able to converse back and forth with me. You're going to be able to raise your hand. And when if I pull you up to ask a question, it's going to look like this, where this is my face and then where the CoinGecko is your face. And you're going to be able to literally ask me a question like you and I are just having a conversation. You're going to ask a question. I'm going to answer that question. Everybody else that's in the group chat gets to benefit from the answer of that question. Sometimes you're sitting there thinking about a question and somebody else will ask a question that wasn't even on your mind. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that so-and-so asked that question and I got that answer. So for a full hour, you're going to have people coming back and forth with me, asking me questions and me giving you, as much of my heart as I can during that hour. So I would jump into that. You're probably going to get grandfathered in because my team and I, we were already talking about, if you go to, Crypto Lifer, you go to Joe Parrish, you go to a lot of these different YouTubers, you could pay $15 a month and all you really get is like shout outs in the chat and a special badge. You don't get any value. So very, very soon as we've got a website that we're putting into place and, getting payment processors and stuff like that, we're going to be doing something much more like what Crypto Lifer is doing, where it's going to be $49, $79, $99 a month to get into this private group and where you get this coaching and some other valuable things. So we shall see. I'm not going to guarantee that you're going to get grandfathered into that for the $19.99 a month if you come in through YouTube, but there's a real high likelihood, as long as you're paying that $20 a month and you keep it going, that we're going to go ahead and grandfather you in as that goes up to $49, $79, $99 a month. It does look like we got another super chat. Deadwood, thank you so much, man. You are the man. MPIX AI on Sol, super small cap. Let's run back over to CoinGecko. MPIX. For those of you over on the ChinGari app, I appreciate you being here. I am going to go ahead and call it a day on the ChinGari app. God bless you all. Thank you for all of the gifts. I'm going to be wrapping up the YouTube channel here real quickly too, but we will see you very, very soon. I'm going to start trying to go live at about 10 o'clock my time, because you guys are about 12 hours ahead of me, 12 and a half hours ahead of me. So I know that most of you that are on here, it's the middle of the night for you now. So I was telling, Ayush, the team member that I'm in touch with about the ChinGari app, I was telling him I'm going to start trying to get on here at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, my time. It'll probably just be exclusively for you. I won't be going live on the YouTube channel when I do that. So hopefully you guys are going to just get some Brad Varnell and Infinite Crypto just all to yourself in the evenings. In the meantime, once again, thank you so much for being here. God bless you and have a fantastic rest of your day. All right, folks. So I am back here with you guys 100%, and we're going to go take a check. We're going to go look at the MPIX token here. Pull up CoinGecko. Am I on CoinGecko, Josh? I think it's up there, right?
There's a delay.
MPIX. Let's double check here. I want to make sure I'm where I want to be. Nope, I am not. I am not on CoinGecko. Now we're on MEXC, so we still need to go over here to CoinGecko, share this tab instead. Now we're on CoinGecko. Beautiful. I love it when a good plan comes together. Once again, folks, I thank you all for being here. I forgot to mention it, but please smash that like button if you haven't already, man. Really helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps them share this out to other people and brings, more people into the live stream. And it's free. What the heck? It just takes you a quick second. So please smash that like button. And folks, if this is your first time here on the channel with us, please subscribe to the channel. We just broke through 4,000 subs, and we are going to be breaking through 5,000 and 10,000 and 20,000 in the very, very near future. The channel is growing, tremendously. Just tens and 20s and 50 people, subscribing to the channel every day. And the more you subscribe, the more giveaways I can do, the more that I can give back to you. So please hit that subscribe button. So here we go. We're going to go with, what was it? MPIX. Let's see here. So Megapix up about 10%, sitting at a very, very low market cap, sitting at a fully diluted value of 1.9 million. Wow. So it looks like it's got a billion token supply, and all billion is out. Is that the right token, Deadwood? Is that the one you wanted me to be looking at? So over the last 30 days, it's down about 53%. It is a Solana token, so it's probably the right one here. I do like the fact that it's on Solana. It's real cheap fees, and the Solana ecosystem has been doing amazing. So look at this. Its all-time low was about 3 days ago, but it's down 80, or wait a second. Okay, yeah, so its all-time low was 2 months ago, and it's down about 88% from its all-time high. Excuse me, I'm getting this mixed up, guys. Its all-time high was 2 months ago. It's down about 88%. It's up roughly 30% in just the last few days. What kind of token is this? Is it a meme token? Or what did you say about it, Deadwood? You said it was a it's an AI token. Okay, on Sol, super small cap. All right, let's go take a quick peek at where you can buy it. So you can buy it on Radium and Jupiter. So you got to get money onto like a Phantom wallet, but that's pretty easy. Just about every single major exchange is easy to buy Solana on, and then you can get Solana transferred over to your Phantom wallet and then buy it through there, or multiple other wallets. I use Phantom, is my favorite wallet for Solana. $1.9 million market cap is absolutely nothing. Could certainly, anything with this low of a market cap is high risk. So, once again, I never recommend going in too hard. $100, $500, $1,000, depending on your overall bankroll. Only you can decide what proper risk management is for you. But, you can do some serious damage with a token like this with even, $500. Say this rockets up and becomes worth a $200 million market cap. You're talking about 100x, and you just turned 500 into 50 grand. So if you're in a position where if you lose $500, it's not going to be the end of the world. It ain't going to, cause you to not eat any food for a couple of weeks. Then you can take a risk on something like this. These are the types of tokens that I am looking for. So let's take a peek at its website here real quick. Get a little bit more of an idea of what it is all about. So ignite your imagination, experience the fusion of art and AI at your fingertips. Create now, get MPIX now. Pinnacle of AI art powered by Megapix engine. Step into a world of creativity with Megapix. Our special Megapix generative AI engine turns your ideas into stunning visuals. Imagine a space where your thoughts become colorful description or digital masterpieces. That is the magic of Megapix. Interesting. So, myself and my son and my editor, we are, paying for some different softwares where we can do AI generated images and, create some cool stuff like this. So I do believe that there's going to be more and more of a market for things like this. My initial impression, there is a lot of competition. So, Megapix is not necessarily the first one to have thought about this. There's a lot of different places where you can generate AI art. So, let's, see what we got here. Explorer tier, free for all. Access the advanced engine, ideal for first-time users. Vibrant gateway to digital creativity. So, and it looks like you can create, 5 free images a day, 5, free images. So I'm going to probably have my team, get on here and create an account and use this a little bit. They've got a creator tier where you need 40,000 MPIX tokens. That allows you to access the engine. You get 30 image generations a day. The visionary tier is 200,000 tokens. So, that looks like it is the utility of the token, is if people want to use this tool. And, let me see here. We've got image generate, image enhance, image colorize. So, it'd be really hard for me to give you a real good, thumbs up or thumbs down on this. But from what I'm seeing, I would definitely take a closer look at it. And the pluses, the things that I really do like about it are that it's on Solana, so it's going to be cheap to buy. It's not on a MEXC Global or a KuCoin yet. So when you can get in on some of these projects before they hit, one of the good SEX exchanges, you have the opportunity then for it to have a good pump when it does hit an exchange like MEXC Global. Something like that probably isn't that far off if they're, doing it. It also looks like you have the ability, I'm trying to see here, talked about contest. I'm not sure if you can sell your art. Looks like there's a lot going on in here. But I would definitely, I'm a degen, I'm a gambler at heart. I'm a calculated risk taker, I guess I would call it. Dickie Mo says MPIX doesn't seem to do anything new or innovative. And I kind of tend to agree that, like I said, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of, companies trying to do this. I might run over to Solana. I've got, my Phantom wallet's got a couple of extra dollars in it. And so, just for the fun of it, and because as much as I ask you guys to support me, I like to support you too. So I appreciate you guys bringing me projects, and whenever possible, I like to buy a little bit of a token. So like Deadwood, brought a couple of tokens. I'm going to go check out CSwap. And, like I said, last week we had 2 different members bring a couple of tokens to us that I bought, the GPT Plus, and I also bought the Gari token. And then, you know, the Gari token, they reached out to me. We got in touch on Telegram. They've hooked me up with a Gari account. As you saw, I was live streaming on Gari. So, you know, that could turn out to be something, you know, incredible for the channel. So I appreciate you guys' support, and definitely will probably go, you know, take a little bit closer look at this and maybe buy myself, you know, 25 or 50 or $100 worth of it, and see what happens. So, well, folks, holy smokes. Has it really been an hour and 35 minutes that we have been here? I love you guys so much. Appreciate you hanging out with me. If anybody else has a token, I've got a little bit of time left. If not, then I am going to hop off of here, let you guys go enjoy your day. I guess a couple of real fast announcements, folks. So Monday, we've got the Mindset Mastery Monday video going out every Monday. For those of you that really like and believe in creating a positive mindset and being focused on abundance, I think you're going to love that Monday video. Of course, because it's not totally related to crypto, it doesn't get as many views as the crypto videos do. But in my opinion, I think that that video on Monday is almost more important than these videos in a lot of ways. So I believe it was either Abraham Lincoln or George Washington. They once famously said that if they had 5 hours to chop down a tree with an axe, they would spend 4 hours sharpening the axe and 1 hour chopping down the tree. And folks, what they meant by that was they would spend 4 hours working on themselves, improving themselves, bettering their mindset, and then 1 hour attacking whatever it is that they want to attack. So folks, I highly recommend you go check out that Monday video. We've got the Wednesday video that you're on here today. Be on the lookout for the Saturday deep dive video. I recorded it last night. It's a token that I am super, super excited about. It's on an up and coming network. It's got incredible backers. So definitely be on the lookout for the video on Saturday. If you get into the Discord and you join the membership, you're actually going to get access to that video a day early. You're going to be able to see that on Friday. And then a couple other quick things. For those of you that are excited about airdrops and realize how much money there is to be made in the airdrop arena, I am an affiliate for a company that's called For You Airdrops. And it's just like it sounds, folks. They have packages where you can pay them to do all of the work. And for people that don't have a ton of technical skill in crypto, it's an amazing way to jump into crypto and make some money, make some incredible airdrop potential money. But even for somebody like me, I can do it all myself, but it's hard work. It's tedious. All of the tasks that you have to do, you got to bridge the funds over from one network to another network. A lot of times you got to interact with different apps. You got to do the swap. You got to provide a little bit of liquidity. Like it's a daunting task. And even though I've made tens of thousands of dollars doing it, the fact that these guys have a service where I can just buy a package, I think the smallest package is 3 airdrops for $175. And then they have you send a little bit of gas also for all of the transaction fees and everything. And then you get that back at the end. So they usually only use maybe say 30 to 50% of the transaction fee, the gas fee. And then they're guaranteeing folks a minimum of $100 per airdrop the day that it launches. So you're guaranteed basically, you know, $300 in airdrops for your $175, so almost a 2x. But folks, as you know, a lot of these airdrops are worth more than $100. And so if you get an airdrop and it's only say $67 the day that it launches, you get to keep that $67 and they then do another airdrop for you for free. The other thing that they guarantee is that once they've qualified you for the airdrop, so say they're qualifying you for an airdrop in March, at the end of March, there's a 6-month timer countdown now. And if that airdrop doesn't actually launch, say it never happens or it takes longer than 6 months to happen, they're going to replace that airdrop and do a new airdrop for you. And then if that airdrop launches the 7th month, the 10th month, the 12th month, in some cases, I've had airdrops launch, 2 years later than I thought they would. It's still your airdrop. You get that airdrop retroactively. They don't hold it against you. So it's literally about as risk-free as you can possibly get. This is a team of folks that I know personally. I've met them in person. I've shaken their hand. They were at an event called Blockchain Alliance that I attended a little over a year ago. And this is a project that I am behind 100%. I've bought airdrop package. My son has bought an airdrop package. My editor just created his account and we're getting him an airdrop package. So folks, the link to that is in the description. It's infinitecryptoairdrops.com. You can go there and create an account for free, and then feel free to reach out to me if you have questions. And the other thing that I'm doing, folks, is anybody that buys a airdrop package for the 175 or more, just get in touch with me. And I'm also going to give you a 30-minute free one-on-one coaching session where we can talk about how to maximize the airdrops. We can talk about crypto gems. We can talk about life. We can talk about kids, family, marriage, dogs, whatever, man. You get me for half an hour for going just in my way to show appreciation for you going and checking out, the Done For You Airdrops team. And by buying a package, yes, I do get an affiliate commission. I make 18% of whatever the package that you purchase is. So if you purchase, a $200 package, I'm making $36. I promise you my time is worth way more than, $36. I normally charge about $250 an hour for one-on-one coaching. So it's another basically free way to get me for a little bit of time, because you're going to make money, in my opinion, on this Done For You airdrop. So with that, folks, go check that out. It's in the description. Go get on the ChinGari app if you haven't gotten onto ChinGari. Go get into the Discord group. Even if you don't want to do one of the memberships, we're dropping more and more value into the Discord group, and we're slowly getting ourselves out of the Telegram group. So the Telegram group is going to slowly move over into Discord, and you're not going to be able to reach me anywhere near as easily. Well, you might be able to reach me one-on-one, personal, questions or personal messages, but the Telegram group is going to get switched over into like an announcement only channel here pretty soon. So go get into the new Discord group. And I'm sure that after I hit the button and we sign off, there's going to be something else that I remember that I wish I would have told you. But for now, I think I covered everything that I want to cover. What else do we got going on here? Hey, C90FTW. Hey, Deadwood. You guys know each other, huh? Great, man. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you. And with that, again, folks, I am going to go ahead and hop off of here, go have some much-deserved breakfast. And I love you all. I thank you so much for being here. I'm rooting for you. Let's go kick some butt this week and make some money. Let's get back in here next Wednesday. And hopefully between now and then, go find some more tokens. Bring us some tokens to look at. And Deadwood, let's get in touch, man. Definitely owe you a little something. I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be, but I appreciate you very much. So let's get in touch. And when I can do something for you, I appreciate the super chats and everything, your support. So please reach out to me in Telegram or on the Discord, and let's make something happen, buddy. So with that, folks, God bless. Have a great day, and we will see you again in the